I advocate for men, and I have very publicly on TikTok since I joined this app in 2020, and that is not going to stop. But I have some things to say about the current situation with Christina Mitten, Brian Carlson, and Aric J. Since June of 2024, when Aric J and Christina Mitten launched a smear campaign against me and Reclaiming Your Voice, all because they thought we were bad advocates and they wanted us out of the men's space, the drama surrounding the three of them has not stopped. At some point in time during the last 7.5, 8, 9 months, Brian, Christina, Aric, a combination of them have been consistently hosting lives, harassing me, saying horrific things. But I had the ability to step back, give a truce with them, let it go, walk away, and even came forward and validated Christina as a victim of Brian Carlson. Aric J stood staunchly in support of Christina Mitten, validating that she was only Brian Carlson's victim and she was innocent, and that these PDF file messages were not her fault. That makes him a PDF file apologist, and I will never sit beside a man like that. After everything that happened in 2024, Aric had taken accountability for a lot of the stuff that he had done. He admitted that he was led by lies from Christina and Brian to do some of the stuff that he had done. But in true fashion of Aric J, the second that I, as a woman, didn't bow down to him and didn't listen to everything that he had to say and stay 100% on his side, he wanted me to just come forward that Christina was a victim and ignore her PDF text messages, ignore her bad behavior, and validate her as just a victim. He got mad again. He got combative again. He called me a bad advocate again. And he's right back to putting a video on his page. And yeah, he's only put one, but I know most likely there'll be more to come. And that's okay, because from this point forward, nothing that Aric J will ever say about me matters. Because a few things are true about Aric J. One, he harassed women on the internet on behalf of Brian Carlson and Christina Mitten. He harassed them knowing about Brian Carlson's history of domestic violence charges, of restraining orders from women, and the way in which Brian Carlson has harassed and put multiple women in danger, including doxing. Aric J knew that, and he came back on this app in January to harass me and Reclaiming Your Voice on behalf of Brian Carlson. That makes Aric J a bad man. Two, I'm not going to go into all the details in this video, but if I have to, I will. But Aric J has participated in 2 false allegations against men. One, he did publicly, and I have all of the evidence to prove that that man, who happens to be my partner, is innocent and has done nothing wrong. And the other man was just in my DMs, all because a guy kicked him out of a TikTok live. Aric said, "You shouldn't trust that man. He stalked a woman," and he had no evidence to prove this. And I know the story behind what happened. 3, Aric did the same thing to Reclaiming Your Voice and I in January. He launched this campaign against Reclaiming and I on behalf of Brian Carlson and Christina Mitten, based on their words, where they had said we had been vehemently harassing them and hosting all these lives and doing all these terrible things. When we had responded in only a few videos to their 100+ hours of lives, multiple troll accounts using my account name, The Manicured Mom, YouTube videos, Instagram videos, incessant harassment. But Aric just listened to them and didn't get both sides of the story. He has a history of that. 4, at points during all of this, Aric J has sat side by side with dangerous feminists that put Fannie Mae's pregnancy at risk, that released information regarding Machuli's children's school, that have done deplorable stalking, harassment, and doxing of men and women in the MRA space. 5, Aric J sat side by side and still does with the domestic violence advocate that sued me. And he was actually given my declaration and all of my exhibits to show exactly everything that she did to me. And he ignored that. And last but not least, throughout Aric's recent support of Christina Mitten and her PDF file behavior, excusing her while wanting to make Brian only responsible for what they participated in is 1, disgusting, but 2, he's the man that said that he had seen all of their messages, every single one of them from beginning to end, and he didn't see a problem with anything that Christina had done. He didn't see that she was an active participant. He supported that behavior, justified it, validated, and has fought for her. So I'm sure moving forward, Aric J is going to launch yet another smear campaign against me, trying to prove to the world that I'm a bad advocate. And he's entitled to that opinion because I have my opinion on him. Now, here's my final say on all of this. Brian Carlson is a dangerous predator. He is a predator to women and a predator to children, and he should be behind bars. But if nothing else, he shouldn't be allowed on this app or in the men's advocacy space ever. Christina Mitten is one of the most evil individuals I have ever seen. I believe that she's a sociopath. She has harassed so many people on this app pushed so many people to a mental health breaking point. She sees that she does no wrong. She actively participates in PDF file conversations. I believe she is a sociopath, and I believe that she should be in a padded room. And as for Aric J., I believe Aric J is a terrible advocate for men, and I don't think he should be anywhere in this space. He has sat side by side with abusive men that he knew their history, and he didn't care. He has sat side by side with dangerous feminists that have harmed many people in the MRA space, and he didn't care. He has falsely accused 2 different men without diving in and actually looking at the story. And now, currently, he is advocating and supporting and excusing the behavior of a PDF file, which makes him a PDF file apologist. So if that's the man that you want advocating for you, go be it. Go over to Aric, but please block me immediately. Anyways, I hope to get back to advocacy soon, but I want to let all of you know that I will not let this go. If Christina or Brian show their face on this app again, I will bring this back up. If Aric wants to perpetuate harassment on me, I will continue to tell people every day that he falsely accuses men and he is a PDF file apologist.